Hey guys, so today we're doing, what are we doing, Paul?
We're doing a spoiler review of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, so before we start, we did do a non-spoiler for people who haven't seen the movie and just want our opinions on should we go watch the movie or not. And so if you want to go check that, you go check it out. We get our basic opinions. Here now we're going to talk about more in depth of scenes and things we felt that we can't tell you in the other one because it contains spoilers and that would ruin your experience. So we're going to talk about everything we want. If you don't like that, then go check out our non-spoiler review. But if you don't care about spoilers or you've seen the movie and you want to hear other people's opinions, then all right, then let's start. Uh, what did you think about the beginning scene with the whole explaining of Peter's story?
Yeah, so in the beginning, Peter was a little child listening to his Walkman that his parents gave him, well, his mom. And then it's seen that he's actually in a hospital and that his mom is having cancer and she's about to die. So her mom gives him a present and yeah, and then he cries and runs away. And then out of nowhere, an alien abducts him. And then the movie cuts into the future when he's in 2014 in a different planet.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then he finds this relic. He doesn't know what it is, but he grabs it. And then Korath the Pursuer, yeah, Korath from comics, comes in and tries to arrest him.
Yeah. All right, and so that's where we begin. So it's an interesting dynamic how it starts. You know, the characters are good, like we said in our other review. It's really well done. And also that it's interesting how it all begins. The movie doesn't play out as how you expect it to. Do you think how it work is Guardians of the Galaxy comes together, the Guardians, five of them, come together in a way where they meet and then they all are in danger and then they come together for that purpose. And it doesn't work out a way at all. So you start off with whole backstory of Peter. We move up to the future. He's trying to steal the what would you call it, a circular ball thing?
It's like a ball that
It
carries
carries
the
the
Infinity
dun
Stone.
dun dun Infinity Stone that leads into the whole power
Yeah,
gauntlet and that most likely the third Avenger movie
Thanos,
with
and
Thanos and everything like that.
I mean,
Most likely,
yeah, like it said in the end of the movie, Guardians of the Galaxy will return. So
yeah. I most
who
likely
knows?
the third Avengers movie is the Guardians and Avengers team up
Mhm.
versus Thanos. But like I was saying, so you get into that, and so the whole Peter trying to steal it. It shows that he's outlaw treasure hunter type of guy. Now he has to find someone to buy his stupid ball because he doesn't know what's inside and he just thinks there's some treasure that could get him money. And so it turns out that he has bounty on him now, and so now everyone's coming after him. And you know what that means. Now the rest of the Guardians are coming to get him.
Yep.
Gamora's coming to get him because the villain in the movie is Ronan. And Ronan, his character was, in my opinion, he was kind of boring. But like that's most
I mean,
villains.
like
They're all always just evil. There's nothing too much to expect from villains. But
there wasn't much
yeah,
backstory
there
given
wasn't
to
much
him. They just
backstory to Ronan. He just appeared out of nowhere. He just became the villain out of nowhere with no power, no explanation of how he got his powers, how he got this powerful. Why is he the villain? We just know he's evil. He works for Thanos, and he wants that Infinity Stone for and because Thanos wants it. So for his gauntlet, I guess. And so yeah, so it's just him compared to like past villains like the Winter Soldier, especially Loki. Compared to those villains, Ronan's not that great of a character. He kind of sucks, but he serves his purpose, and he kicks some ass. So I guess he was all right.
mhm.
And
Yeah,
so
he was.
yeah, and so how all the characters come together, just cool. It all works out, and so um, there's a lot of things that weren't great. Like this whole love story between Peter and Gamora, it wasn't really needed. First things first, you wouldn't expect those two ever to be a couple.
I know, right?
Two, it's just they're so different. It's just it doesn't work. And it's when you try to force it, it's just it gets a bit like it just doesn't work and it feels like it doesn't work. because look, at the beginning of the film, Gamora pretty much hates Peter. Through their partnership, she still hates him. I don't know. Then it's just one conversation, and it's like she goes from hating the guy to like completely falling in love with the guy. And so it's just it doesn't work. It didn't feel natural. And even if it did, just it still doesn't work. But eventually you get past it because in the end it doesn't even like turn out to be a love story anyway in the end. Kind of does, but it's kind of more of like that still like they know that they like each other, but they don't do it. They don't go out anyway. So it ends like that. So I guess you can get over it by the end of the film. So I guess that's something that's more like a minor thing, doesn't really matter. So you can get past that. Everything else, Rocket and everything was cool. Groot was cool, even though he didn't even say anything.
I mean,
Drax,
it was kind of sad how Groot
yeah,
died.
we'll get to that. In the end, Drax, in my opinion, is the least likable character. He's pretty much kind of boring, and
I
he
mean, he doesn't understand metaphors
he
and
doesn't.
stuff.
Yeah, it's like his approach at comedies. It's weird. It works, but like
It's funny that way, yet it's
it's like
yeah,
it's a funny where it's like it can't last forever.
yeah.
And so his character kind of needs to grow a bit more. Maybe give him a little bit more spotlight in the film in the future Guardian films. You know, like I feel like the movie focused mostly on Peter, Rocket, and Gamora, and so it was like those three the most that stood out. So in the next Guardian films, make them stand out a little bit more and like make Drax, make Groot stand up a little bit more, so that way they can equally feel as good characters like the rest. Were they bad characters though? No, but they could have been a little bit more improved. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, so it's weird because the movie feels short, so it moves around really quickly. We start off from Peter being on the planet with the ball. Then it goes to the what's the planet called? They're on Xander?
Xandar.
Xandar, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, and then it moves on to Xandar where we get all the characters except for Drax. They're all there, and then that's where we meet them. Then it moves on to a prison. In my opinion, the prison scene for me was the best part of the film. That's my opinion. I feel like the prison was the best part of the movie. Better than the beginning.
That's when the Guardians first actually got
It's when
together.
they first get together, and it's where their characters are the best, in my opinion. Their acting was
Hmm.
perfect in the prison. Is that they show off their personalities the most in the prison. Here's why: the prison. Rockets his doesn't give a shit funny self in the prison the entire time. It shows off his smarts in there as well, so that's good. Groot's the lovable guy who's stupid, but like you can get over it just because of how nice he is. Peter shows off his like he was just that guy that's trying to get you like doesn't know what he's trying to do, but like he's doing his he's getting along
Just
with the group.
his thing.
Yeah, he's just doing his thing. Gamora is especially the best in this because she's an assassin. Okay, she is trained to be an assassin to kill people and defend herself. And she does it perfectly in the scene. In the rest of the movie, she just like she starts to lose that. She starts to get more trusting, more likable, more like she starts losing that tough person image she started to more like a more understanding person who gets along with people. While she is a trained assassin to like kill and like just move on with it and just keep going from target to target. And she shows that best in the prison because in the prison all she's doing in there is trying her best to survive just because everyone hates her just because she's the adopted daughter of Thanos. They're both killers and horrible people, and so all the people in the prison now want to get her, for being related to her. And she shows her best on how she tries to survive using her skills and her assassin, and how she uses it during the escape of the prison. And so yeah, and then Drax is that's when we get to meet Drax. And Drax is shown to be a big tough guy who doesn't give a crap about anything except for avenging his wife and daughter's death from Ronan. And so it's just all 5 characters were just shown at their best in the prison scene with their personalities and how they reacted to situations. And so that's why, in my opinion, the prison scene is the best part in the movie for me. How about you, Paul? What's the best part in the movie for you?
Same thing.
Prison?
And also, it was the part when they were all like in the ship fighting, but then that's like later on in the
Yeah,
movie.
that's later on.
So yeah,
From prison they move on to um that they go to the collector. There we go. They go to Gamora's buyer because Gamora needs the ball thing with the stone inside for 4 billion units, and so that's a lot of money. And so they're all working together for that money because they don't know what's inside. They don't know what They don't know yet what's inside and the power it has. And so they go for that. And so for the stone, and so there we get to see them getting used to each other now. They're starting to work together more of a team to sell the thing, and it moves quickly from meeting Peter to Xandar to prison to what is it called, nowhere
yeah, nowhere.
nowhere to where the collector is. From there, from learning to the stone to trying to do the right thing, where they start colliding because one wants money, wants to do the right thing, to finding Rodin, to to reacting to all these other characters that are trying to get them and all. And so, and to in the end eventually taking down Ronin, and then and then becoming Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah, and then moving on to bigger things, which is whatever that is. And so from there you see characters, like you see the characters move on to a part where they start to feel more of a team. They start coming together, but they still have disputes, which is normal in most teams. They always have disputes because everyone has a different opinion on things. And so yeah, and so it moves from there. And then that's where we finally see Ronan Ronan meet the team for the first time, and it shows that they couldn't work together, and leading to them not working together, spelled their doom and everything, and got them all into different situations. There we also learn about the stone. The stone, which the Guardians had this entire time, was one of the stones in its tremendous power that it had towards like the power the stone has that can hurt the world and galaxy and all that. And that's where the Guardians have to decide, either we keep this selling it or we give it to the right person, which is the Nova Corp police, and decide which of them to give it to until they know what to do. And this is where we finally get to see the characters' morale and their see if they're good guys or bad guys. You would think they're bad, most of them, but it's like tied. The least person I would have expected was Gamora, to tell that she was the one that wanted to be the good person and all that, since she's like the whole assassin type of person who just does everything for money. She surprised me the most with that. She's the one trying to do the right thing. And so it
Hmm.
moves on to the whole dynamic of they keep trying to decide on that. And so then it ultimately leads up to them being a team, taking down Ronin and saving the galaxy. There we go. The whole scene on Nowhere is funny. It has its funny moments with Rocket, Groot disputing with Drax. They're fighting the whole casino gambling area. The whole scene's on there, and it shows that not all characters are the same. They all have their own opinions and thoughts, and that they have to work together even though they're all pretty much different. And that it shows that they can do it, and so that's a good thing. Um, and then from there we moved on to I think mostly it was just space from there.
They went back to
Yeah,
Sandar.
they went back to Xandar, and so that from there that was the big battle. From there they all had to come together. Because,
They
well,
start working with the
they
Ravagers.
had Ultimate gave up because they didn't think they could take down Ronan. But then I guess they came together as the 5 group, and they finally came together to to make a plan to take down Ronan. And they finally decided we need to protect the stone because of the danger it can cause. And so yeah, so they make a big battle. They get those mercenary guys with
Yes, yeah.
Yandu Yu Donta. He he got this team with the mercenaries to come and help them out in the battle, and then he eventually got the Nova Police to help them as well. And it just they all came together to stop Ronan, and they couldn't do it. They were all beat compared to Ronan.
Yeah.
Ronan kicked all of them, and he just beat them all. And so eventually they just came down to eventually it was just the five of them, and they were all just they couldn't they were tough, and they eventually had to use the stone itself to take him down.
And
Now, the stone when you touch it, it kills you, and so that happens to everyone.
yeah, but then the weird thing was that they survived,
Yeah,
and
this is what I'm seeing is that first things first. Okay, how did Ronan not die? He touched it. That's what I want to
he
know.
put it into his little hammer thing,
No, but yeah, he put like Loki did with the whole little scepter and everything.
scepter.
Yeah, he had a scepter with the stone in it, but in the first adventure he touched it though, and that's why I don't understand why he didn't die. And so yeah, and then at the end with the Guardians, they give you this BS thing where eventually after the battle, they say Peter is half. It's revealed that Peter is half Earth, half human, and then a half
Half
alien
alien,
species, and that's why he was
and it's
able
like
to hold the
an
stone.
ancient alien that no one knows.
Yeah, and then that's why he was able to hold the stone. And
Hmm.
so I guess that makes sense. It's kind of a an excuse, but that's okay.
It's
Uh,
kind of weird.
but then again, okay, that's Peter. But then Gamora touches it, Drax touches it, Raccoon touches it, Rocket. Why didn't all three of them die?
It's probably because, like, I don't know, like, is their friendship or willpower or
Yeah, the
something
power of
working
friendship
together.
prevails, huh? Okay.
They all work together. They all channeled it throughout all four of them.
Yeah. See, and then
Mere mortals
yeah,
could
and see,
actually
see, when they first went
succeed.
up against Ronan inside the ship, they try to take him down. They take him down with this little gun they had. It didn't work. Rocket comes in and flies a freaking ship into him. I knew that wouldn't work.
Hmm.
I knew that wouldn't work. It's like it was just the way they got him with the ship. It was so easy. It was too easy that you just felt that that cannot be the end. And so then after that, eventually he did come back. And so then um so yeah, so they used the power of friendship to absorb the Infinity Stone's power. And then after that, so then the second way when they got him when they used the power of friendship to absorb the whole um the stone's power, then they shot him again with the gun, and then that gets him. I'm just like, compared to some other ways they've taken down the enemy, it's kind of lazy-ish, but in the same time, it's like it works, and then you're satisfied, so you honestly don't
Yeah.
care by the end. And so then they get their ship back because that was taken down in the whole debris.
Yeah. So the Nova Corps
And then the
rebuilt it.
Nova Corps, yeah, and then the Nova Corps officially makes them heroes, and then that's where the formation of the Guardians of the Galaxy begins.
Yeah.
And so yeah, and so that leads into the second movie, which would either be a sequel or yeah, it would have to be a
Crossover.
sequel. It would either be that it would have to be a sequel and then um a crossover film with the Avengers.
Hmm.
Because there's no way they could make a crossover film with the Avengers and then a sequel. That would just be out of place. It would have to be it would be another sequel and then a crossover film with the Avengers because it just works that way. Because we get the second Avengers next year. After that's 2016. From there we get Captain America 3. In that year you can release another Guardians or wait until 2017. Then you can release the Guardians there. But then would we get the third Avengers in 2018 or would we also get it in 2017?
Who knows?
Yeah. It depends. It just all depends. But it would have to be a
Hmm.
second Guardians. And then it's revealed in the credits. We're gonna get a second Guardians anyway.
Yeah. It's a Guardians of the Galaxy will return.
Yeah. And they always do that in everything.
Hmm.
Except this time, they always say and what they would return. They always used to
Except
say,
here, they just said will return.
yeah, we'll
Like
return.
Captain America will return in Avengers: Age of
Yeah,
Ultron.
they said that, and then here they don't say what they'll return. So so that would just, I guess that states they'll return in their own movie.
Hmm.
So yeah, so you get through that, and then you get Groot. Groot sadly, you can't say die because technically he's alive. It could be more of a rebirth type of thing.
Or like it could be like he's a baby again,
Yeah, it's like
or he's
he's
regenerating
a
or
baby, and
something.
so he's more like a rebirth type of way, a more rebirth process. So I guess dies and then revives. So, so yeah, so that's how that is. So, see, I knew Groot wouldn't die, like fully die, because I'm just like, it's the first movie, the very
And
first
then he's
movie.
like a main
Yeah,
character in
that's
Guardians
a
of the
main
Galaxy.
character. It's one
So.
of the Guardians, and you're already killing off one of your main Guardians. That doesn't happen, okay?
Hmm.
That's like if in the Avengers, Iron Man was to die, which he did. You knew he had to come back. It wouldn't happen. Now, if let's say in Guardians, when that Nova guy, that Nova policeman, if he was to die, that's something you can accept. But one of the Guardians, no, it doesn't work like that. The that blue guy, if he was to die, I would have said that could happen. But one of the Guardians, no, it just doesn't work. But I guess the whole rebirth thing can be accepted. That's fine.
Yeah,
Just hopefully he's grown back by the time of the second Guardians film.
it should be.
He should be, hopefully, depending on how long it takes for him to grow back. Um, and
And if it's
so
like he retains his memory of
yeah, and
who,
hopefully he retains that. Because what if he like has to go through the whole memory phase again? That's gonna suck.
yeah, that I know, right?
But then that again, that'd be an interesting story for second Guardians. That could be an interesting story plot.
Yeah,
But no, I prefer just having the old one back.
yeah, me too.
Yeah. And so from there you get the credits and then end credit scene, which is you get Collector. His place is trashed. His
And then
collection
you
is
see
ruined.
Cosmo the
The Cosmo dogs
Astrodog,
escaped, and so that guy's just walking around. And so, um, yeah, until you get the appearance of Howard the Duck. Why Howard's in that collection? Why he's still there? Why he even stays there after the debris? Why is he like still there?
I mean, why did he not
Right? Why
die?
did he either not die or like had left as soon as his like display broke open?
Yeah, I mean, like Cosmo was still there, the
Yeah, well,
dog.
then I guess. But that's like a funny nod to older Marvel characters that no one either cares about or forgotten about or never even knew about.
And that old Zuckish '80s movie that should have never been made.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, they're now launching a new uh Howard the Duck comic
Comic.
series.
I swear to God, I thought you were
Yeah,
about to say movie. I was already done.
yeah, comic series.
What does he do anyway? What is Howard the Duck's purpose?
He's an alien duck
That does what?
businessman
Nothing.
guy. He's a duck. That's yeah.
And what? Doesn't he like carry around like a gun or something?
He has a cigar
A cigar.
and a business suit.
He doesn't carry around anything
It's
like.
just something that's funny, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just. That's so dumb. Okay. Oh my lord, he was ugly in the 1986 movie.
It was like a rubber suit, mm,
Yeah.
or like yeah.
Oh well. But that's stupid. Too bad. So from here, where do we go to? We go to Avengers: Age of Ultron. See, here's the thing about this is that once you start seeing all these, once you watch this whole Guardians film, you're like, what part of the galaxy are they in? Because I'm just like, Avengers was so like civilized. It was just nothing over the top, no super sci-fi things. It's like the most sci-fi thing in that movie was the aliens and Iron
Chitari
Man.
and yeah.
But then here you have like multiple colonized planets, many civilizations, aliens and humans interactions, like spaceships and everything. it's just like, what part of the galaxy? They must be on like the other side of the galaxy than from the Avengers.
I mean, like if Star Lord never returned back to Earth, so
Yeah, he must
that
be
means he's probably
far away from Earth.
exact. I mean, like it shows in the movie like they know what Terra is. They call Earth Terra in the
Yeah,
movie.
and so it's like they must be far away then if like either no one on Earth has know about any of this stuff, and then them and having this whole like galaxy type of thing, they must be really far away. And
Mhm.
it's an interesting to see how they would both come together.
Yeah.
Because I could see Groot and Hulk competing against each
I
other.
mean, like, how would the Avengers get to space in the first place? Are they gonna make like a spaceship version of the Avenger Quinjet or something?
Yeah, because like their characters would work fine. Like I could see Tony and like Rocket, Groot and Hulk. Well, I guess I don't know. It'd be weird because it'd be either Groot or Drax with Hulk. One of
I mean,
those.
it would make more sense if the Guardians of the Galaxy are the one that's gonna go to
Yeah,
Earth
yeah, yeah. No,
first.
no, no. No, the Avengers never go to space
Yeah.
unless they have to fight like Thanos or something.
Yeah, like a final battle.
But that then yeah, but that would of course be then the crossover movie. But yeah,
But
but
that was the best part of Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, it wasn't really the best part, but that was like the most surprising part. We actually got to see what Thanos looks like in
oh
full
yeah, they had
person.
revealed that on the internet a couple days before though too.
Yeah.
So I had kind of seen him already. But that's pretty cool. We get a full shot of him in his
And
whole
that
gold suit.
Ronan needed Infinity Stone just to defeat Thanos. Like, how strong is Thanos?
Right.
Is the question.
And then how many? Then I'm just like, then once when he has all the stones, they're pretty much screwed.
Hmm.
They would really have to like, what am I trying to say? They really would have to have a way to beat him, which they probably did in the comics, so they probably could make it in the movie.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty much it
Yeah.
on spoilers. So yeah, so for recap, characters, story, pretty cool. Personality is pretty cool. The love story was bullcrap. The end scene was pretty much bullcrap, kind of lazy, but it's still pretty, it was cool in action. The whole space combat and the whole ships, like millions of ships everywhere, crashing and blasting. So that was pretty cool. So it's acceptable. Uh, a lot of Marvel things, nods here and there. I'm surprised there was like no Avenger like type nod or anything like that in the movie.
I mean, they did show the Tesseract in the
Yeah,
hologram
but
thing.
and then there also was a Chintari in there too, so
Yeah, the
and
Chitauri
and a and a
has
Dark Elf.
tools. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm like there was like no complete like not anything to like the heroes or anything like that. But I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Then again, you can't really expect something like that yet. In the second one, you can definitely expect that. Like you could definitely expect that. But like in the first one, it's normal not to have it.
Mhm.
And
I mean, it's
then
just starting off, so.
yeah, so I'm really I really look forward to a second movie. Really, really looking forward to a crossover, and I'm really, really, really excited, looking forward to Avengers: Age of Ultron, and then I'm really, 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 really looking forward to Ant-Man.
Me too.
It's because funny because no one gives a fuck about Ant-Man. I really do, so I'm just like that movie's a new boss.
Like Ant-Man is one of my favorite superheroes. So
I guess no one really knows about him because there's which one's the old one? Hank Pym or
the old one is Hank Pym. He's the one who created the suit,
yeah.
and then Scott Lang is the one who technically stole the suit. Correct. The new Ant-Man.
Yeah, the young one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'd be interesting to watch. But yeah, so this was a good movie. They didn't really have to improve anything. It was pretty good. I
Mhm.
liked it. Kind of short
It
though.
was really
It
great.
was short compared to some other Marvel films, but then again, you don't want it either to be too long at the same time. So yeah,
Yeah.
I gave it a 4 out of 5 like I did in my other review. You did as well. You gave it 4 out of 5.
Yeah. 4 or 5.
Not better than the Avengers, of course. I like the Avengers more. But then again, that's like Avengers is a movie that was built up from like 4 other movies. So
Exactly.
that's why Avengers would always be like the ultimate Marvel
Guardians of the
movie.
Galaxy was just like
Yeah, Guardians of the
introducing every
Galaxy is
single
something
character
new,
in one
and for
movie.
something new that Marvel did, it was amazing. I would
Hmm.
put it as my maybe The third favorite Marvel movie.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Behind Avengers and Iron Man 3. Even though everyone hated Iron Man 3.
No, Captain America Winter Soldier is also
Yeah, I
pretty.
don't know. I'm not that big on Captain America. That's why I'm not. That's why Captain America is in on my list there.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, so that'd be the end of our spoiler review. We have
Yeah. Check
the
out our
non-spoiler. Yeah,
channels.
check out the non one if you want that. We get thank you for listening to this one, and
And also,
we're
check
gonna
out.
do a little quick Easter egg video. You know, we
Yeah.
don't want to make that one too long, so we'll do a little quick one next. So look for that on my channel as well, and on his, and then so yeah. So thanks for
Let's
watching, guys.
go. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, later.